Hey, Pete here. Friends of ours are shifting house. We've been roped into trying to help them to organise it and to come and do some of the donkey work. Why on earth you would actually volunteer to help someone shift house, I'm blown if I know, but we're here anyway. But it's interesting, as we've been doing this, I've been thinking that shifting house is a little bit like business. And what I want to do is I want to give you 3 tips on how you can shift house, but also the effects it has on your business. So come with me and I'll tell you tip number 1 in a minute. Tip number 1, if you're going to shift house, you need to know where you're going. It's a little bit like in business as well. If you don't know the destination, then don't shift house, right? You need to understand that when you are in business and moving forward, what is the end goal? So when you're shifting house, before you actually shift here, you actually need to decide, where are we shifting to? Otherwise, this stuff is going to stay in storage, a little bit like your business. Everything will just stay in storage and you're not going to be able to move forward. So tip number 1, what's the destination? What's the end goal for your business? A little bit like shifting house. You've got to know where that next house is going to go to and then put the plan in place to make it happen. So that's tip number 1, know where you're going to. Tip number 2, time versus money. You know, we're spending a hang of a lot of time just boxing everything up into the house to get it ready for the move. Now, the thing is your time better spent doing the boxing of this, or is your time better spent doing what you do best in business? Now, we've got a couple of days, so the time isn't an issue at this stage. But if it was, I have to work out, what is my time worth? What is my hourly rate? And let's say my hourly rate is it's £100 an hour. Yet I could get someone in to come and box all this stuff up for £50 an hour. Then it's better for me to get someone to come in and box it up for me so I can do what I do best, which is my own work in the business. So when you're running a business, work out the time value versus your value so that you know what you should be doing. Should I be spending time doing this or spending time in the business? So that's tip number 2, time versus value, because it's really important that you value your time, because so many of us waste it doing the stuff that other people could do, and it's like £10 an hour jobs as opposed to the £50 an hour that we can get, or the £100 an hour that we're worth. Tip number 2 there, time versus value. Tip number 3, one of the main things when you're shifting house is you've got to have a team. If you're trying to do it all by yourself, it's blinking hard work. So there's actually 4 of us doing this, and what we found is that each night what we're doing is we're having a team meeting to decide what we're each going to do the next day, so that we're not falling over each other. So at present I've been instructed I've got to fix the garage and sort all that out, which is really good. We've got other people in the bedroom sorting out all the bedroom stuff. We've got someone in the lounge sorting out the lounge stuff. It's really important that, and in business as well, that you have a team functioning effectively and efficiently. And people need to know what their jobs are. So you're going to have one person overall in charge. That's not me. I'm just one of the gophers and I'm taking the orders, which is good. But I know that I've got to sort out everything in the garage here, and that's up to me. And I've got to do a good job, because like in business, it's like KPIs. I could just, chuck stuff in here and not box it up properly. That makes it really hard for the movers when they come in, and they're going to get really annoyed. So it's important that I do my job correctly, knowing that the others are going to do their job correctly in their particular areas as well. And then the overseer, who's the owner of the house, he'll come around and have a look and say, yeah, it's pretty good. So far he's happy at this stage, so I'm pretty happy. So that's about teamwork. Really important. That probably one of the greatest functions in any business is having the right team. And it's talking about the right person in the right seat, on the right bus, going in the right direction. So what do you think? I reckon I'm on the right seat going in the right direction, because this is pretty good at this stage. And I'd like to say that I've done all this myself, but I haven't, because it's teamwork and people are bringing the boxes out into the garage ready to stack and get removed. I think we've probably got about another day to go, and then we're done and dusted. And I'm looking forward to a nice whiskey at the end of it with my team members. That's tip number 3, got to have the right team. So remember, getting the right destination, time versus value, and getting your teamwork. If you want to know more, come and have a look at at our video down at our sorry not our video. Come and have a look at Success Mastery down below here. Talk soon.